Hey Aries, it's Ria with your monthly forecast for February. Keep on watching to find out how you'll be impacted. Aries, let's get straight into it because as soon as we kick off February, on February the 4th, we have the planet of love and relationships, Venus, moving into your sign. And this is preparing us for Venus retrograde that's going to occur in March in your sign. So over the next coming weeks, monitor what you're feeling and what's going on in your relationships, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a romantic relationship, some sort of partnership or friendship. Monitor how you're feeling and what's going on, because this could be sort of a sneak peek of what's to come when we do get into Mercury retrograde. I keep saying Mercury retrograde when it's Venus retrograde, although both Venus and Mercury retrograde will occur in your sign around the same time. So a lot of the same themes will come up, and there will be like a revisiting of either old wounds or past situations or things that are not really working out, or perhaps things that need to be reassessed and reanalyzed. Now, this doesn't always just mean relationships, because it could impact all the other Venusian stuff, such as your creativity, such as self-worth, even when it comes to like attitudes towards money and spending habits. That could also be a manifestation. And for you, because it's in your sign, it has a lot to do with other people and how you feel about yourself, and the energy, the Venusian energy within you as well. That's the main theme for you because it's in your sign. And when Venus is in Aries, it's more combative, it's more defensive as well, it's more direct as well with its affection or with its love or with its approach towards relationships, because your Aries is the first zodiac sign ruled by Mars, so it has a different flavor. So it's so important to really like kind of monitor and journal, track where you're at and how you're feeling over the next coming weeks, because by the time you get to March and we have Venus retrograde, and also you can have a solar eclipse in your sign, a lot will have to be worked through and navigated through. Now, this won't of course impact every single one of you the same, because everyone's chart is unique, so just bear that in mind. Something else that's going to occur on the same day, February the 4th, is Jupiter will be going direct in Gemini at 11 degrees. Jupiter is in your third house. It's really expanding your mind here, your ability to communicate, and when it comes to learning and stimulation and also traveling. This is expanding in this area of life. And the last couple of months with Jupiter being in retrograde, if things were slowing down or not going the way you wanted them to go, or there was some sort of reflection period, well, now things are moving forward. Now let's get into February the 7th, when we're going to have the North Node and Neptune in a conjunction. To me, this is a rare alignment because the North Node will be conjunct its ruler, which is Neptune, because Neptune rules over Pisces. So that is like a major strong energy, and it's going to occur in your 12th house, the home of Neptune, the home of Pisces. So it's going to be even more stronger for you, like really strong. And the thing is, there's the light and the dark, there's the positive and the shadows. The positives are that this gives you a lot of ability to channel your creative gifts and abilities. It really expands you in terms of your awareness, consciousness, higher mind, spirituality, intuition. Dreams are so strong here. They can be so vivid here. Working on certain spiritual practices can be really enlightening. This could be a really awakening and enlightening time for you, okay? And even just being connected to like a higher purpose, or just like the divine, the universe, your higher self, could be even more stronger. And you can definitely expect some magic and just so much synchronicities to occur for you during this time. And this area of life is going to be very profound because there's so much Pisces energy occurring this month. We're going to have Mercury that moves into Pisces on February the 14th. And then on February the 18th, we're going to have the sun that enters Pisces as well. So there's just so much Piscean energy. You're going to feel very sensitive. You may feel a little kind of like in your own bubble, in your own world, where you are feeling a little more introverted as well, where you want to focus inwards as well. So that may be a major theme for you. Now, if we look at the shadow, there could be a tendency for a lot of escapism. This is the area of life where you just kind of want to be in your own bubble, where it gets to the point of you're just kind of like escaping even like reality, or you're kind of feeling a little cut off from the world as well. So really be mindful with yourself of how you're feeling, and if you need extra support, get that support. Don't like isolate yourself, because that's not good. Also, with the shadow aspect of this, there could be a lot of illusions or confusion, things not being clear, there's a lot of like mist or fog, and you're not really understanding what's going on, because like I said, there's a lack of clarity here, which can lead to deceit, which could lead to trickster energy. So that's something to be mindful of. I see this happening more like collectively as well. So that is one of the shadow aspects. But if we tap into the positives, really channeling your creativity, and there could be a lot of just epiphanies occurring, and a very sacred spiritual time where it's like your consciousness, you as person, your higher self, like there's so many spiritual connections here, and this could be a really spiritually enlightening time for you, which could be so beautiful. Let's move on to the full moon that's going to be occurring in Leo at 24 degrees on February the 12th. This will be impacting your 5th house and also your 11th house, because the sun will be in the 11th house in Aquarius and the moon will be in Leo in your 5th house. And what's really triggering this full moon is Uranus in Taurus, okay, because it's making a T-square. So there could be some unpredictable changes that occur during this full moon regarding friendships, groups, your creativity, your inner child, what brings you joy, or even relationships. I'm leaning more towards a relationship aspect of this, because you already got a lot of that occurring first thing when we move into February with Venus moving into your sign, and then also like that 12th house energy. So that could be a possibility where things are changing or shifting. This is a culmination energy. So if you've been kind of like working hard on something, or putting your energy into something, or seeking answers, this is a time where things can come to light, or things can manifest or change dramatically. So this is regarding your 11th house, 5th house as well, and it could also be connected to your 2nd house of self-worth, of stability, of resources, okay? So take a look at where 24 degrees of Leo falls in your chart. Moving on, I mentioned how on February the 14th and the 18th, Mercury and the Sun enter Pisces. So again, that's amplifying your 12th house energy. And then on February the 23rd, Mars goes direct in Cancer at 17 degrees. So Mars has been retrograde since late 2024, and now it will be moving forward. I don't know why Mars is not on the screen right now, but it will be moving forward and direct in your 4th house right next to Jupiter. Which means if you've had to deal with like confrontation or conflicts or just past wounds or shadows or any type of energies that needed your attention, and it's been like a tough period, well, now whatever lessons you've learned, it's time to apply them and integrate them and move forward. This area of life is now moving forward, and the 4th house has to do with home and family and stability and security, as well as where you go to retreat. This is your personal life, okay? This is your sanctuary. So we're moving forward in this area of life now, okay? And hopefully you were able to resolve any type of issues or navigate through some challenges or things that needed to really be worked on, needed TLC. And now that this energy is moving forward and direct, life is going to pick up and move forward as well. Now let's end with the new moon that's going to occur on February the 27th in Pisces at 9 degrees. So look at your chart. Look at where 9 degrees of Pisces falls, especially if you have any Pisces energy close to that degree, because that's when the new moon will impact you the most and be really profound for you. This will be occurring in your 12th house, and you have so much 12th house energy: the sun, the moon, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, the north node. This again can bring a new beginning, a new cycle, a new chapter. Something can manifest in your life regarding 12th house matters. So when we're looking at creativity, when we're looking at your spirituality, when we're looking at your connection with the higher realms, the divine, the universe, your higher self, you know, certain gifts and abilities coming online and activating. Again, this is a very beautiful new moon and can be very enlightening. So there's so much emphasis on your spirituality, and like especially if you're on that spiritual awakening journey. So February is really kind of like a preparation for what's to come in March. So take it easy, because especially with all that 12th house energy, there's a lot of emphasis on retreating as well, but not to the point where, you know, you're kind of like cut off from the world. Like, you got to be present in this 3D world and really monitor how you're feeling, and just make sure that you're participating in this world, and you're not kind of like isolating yourself. That's so important. And yeah, take it easy this month, because the big one, March, is on its way, where you're gonna have a solar eclipse, you got a Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. It's going down in March. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see your monthly horoscope for March, because March is a major month. There's an eclipse, there's a Venus retrograde, it's the beginning of the astrological new year. There's so many changes occurring. So if you want to see your monthly forecast for March, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving me a comment. And if you want to go deeper and learn more about your chart and what's in store for you in the next coming year, let me know by checking out my booking website, and I'll see you very soon. Lots of love.